Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Bills of Toronto taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, as I say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
A name Viking fans know well. It's the brother of Dalvin, James Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Gain of 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A tackle for loss there, 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
I mean, you're talking about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays, getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Allen. Gets it underneath. Here's Harvey.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. You know you create those great mismatches, throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there by a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make the play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Allen going to run with it. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. At their own 21-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Murray going to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson. But it's going to be second down. When you look at this defense, they're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw, it's Murray. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's fourth.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you take a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
On the pickup brings up second and 2.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards and sets them up first and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's Murray. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 8 yards out. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. The kicks away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play forward in this one.
Here's second and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Tyler Bass sends the kickoff.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
They get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Up the middle, it's Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 13 yards. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Cook is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A great job to hold him to just a yard there, and it's 4th and goal.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Vikings at 6-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Murray to air it out again. They'll try and do this himself. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up. They kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them.
Touchdown! A big play there. 51 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Murray now. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
First and 10.
Murray now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Zay Flowers, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Point after it, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
36-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing now is Murray. Open man, that's Felton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flowers. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup.
Throwing again, Murray.
At the 47.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the gun, Murray will try to pick it up himself. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 4 yards.
4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
But that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Now Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now it's second and 10.
On the coverage.
To throw is Murray. A quick throw, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Murray looking to change the play here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
The field goal. A 60-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Charles, even as long field goals become more common, this is still a very rarefied area. Just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Once more with Harvey. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Allen off the play fake. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. And now they'll throw with Allen. Allen going to run with it. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Isaiah Rodgers now ready to return it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A final shot before half from Murray. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he returns this to the 22.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
They've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping.
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Second and 10. Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down at the
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
42-yard line.
On play action, Allen. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Allen. He'll try and do this himself. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolled out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played,
No gain on the play.
all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Well, looking deep here for Flowers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a loss of 5, a big save to bring up third down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On third down, Harvey.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a gain of 2 there. That's going to bring up a fourth down.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal.
From the left hash, this from 34.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will finish off this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Here's Bass now to send it away.
They juked him.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Breaks through the contact.
Still on his feet.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
That keeps the score. Bills 40, Vikings 23.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
We're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Work in the middle of the field. He's got it incomplete.
That's good for a Toronto.
And again, it's Allen. They'll swing this out to Harvey.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Allen
at the 22-yard line.
That'll be complete to Harvey.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
A gain of 10.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Toronto.
On play action, Allen. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard. At the 2.
Second and 1 from the 2. To throw, it's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Third down and 1.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, if nothing else, some signs of life here, Charles, because you're facing the big deficit, but at least they were able to prevent 3 more from getting on the board there with a nice block.
And that's how they're comforting themselves on the sidelines right now, because they certainly didn't execute well on that play at all. Bottom line, exactly what you said. They didn't need the throw, but they sure don't like giving up a block. That's something to work on as they get into practice next week.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. To throw, it's Murray. And he rifles one incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they were in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Big ace. Hey.
Murray going to throw. Throw caught by Flowers. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you try not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
The 33-yard line.
Now Murray again. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D-lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Murray now to throw. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
There's Murray. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
1. Ace. Go.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down to the 40-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 60 Bobcat, 60, go.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. One last shot at the end zone. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only
one hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. Them other fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think I'm better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Yeah. She flagrant. Once a good girl is gone, she gone forever, more forever. And now she dog 'em out whenever. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think I'm better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be my collection.